Today we're going to go over continually chat software. And if you watch the previous video section or you're on the webinar here, you kind of know exactly why you need live chat or some good reasons why you need to do that. But we're going to go over this service called Continually that fits all these needs. So I just want to kind of go into review for those who didn't see the other part of the actual meeting there, but just a recap from the previous discussion on why you need that. But obviously, by helping visitors get the information they need right away, those chatbots can help avoid frustration for your clients and provide answers for them. And even better, you can help them understand where they fit in your product or your niche or your directory, and be motivated to take that next step in their buying journey with you or your business directory, etc. So the other thing is even better, it works 24/7, right? Even with traffic coming in from all over the world, other side of the country or the world, customers still need help if you're providing something that's kind of a cross-border or a multi-time zone solution or niche. So even when you're not there out of the office at nights or home over the weekend or whatever, you can still have the chat bot there helping you out. And then it can help you generate more qualified leads and convert those visitors into leads by answering questions. It can even help you book a meeting. And we'll get into that more specifically here in a little bit. So let's start with Continually and the templates that it provides. So it has a bunch of templates that actually allows you to start with a basic chat requirements to get going fast. So you can kind of click one of these, a welcome message, basic lead capture, qualifying questions, book a meeting, lead capture, starting from scratch. And it just kind of has some stuff automated there for you. And then each template and eventual bot has live demos for that as well. So you can kind of see exactly what you're looking at real time without having to insert the JavaScript for you. So a lot of those chat programs do not. You have to build it and then go add it and kind of see what it's going to look like. And then it doesn't look good. And you got to go back in. This one has a fully integrated live demo there. As you build it, it'll automatically change and kind of you can actually use it online as you build it and then make the changes. So it's very, very handy. So you start with that template, and then after you pick the initial template, you get to add a myriad of other chat options. So I'll demo all of them live in the live walkthrough here in a little bit, but the options are actually pretty nearly endless. They're all smart fields, and so they're not dumb responses. They actually recognize the visitor later. So if you ask for their name and they add it in there, it's not just like adding that into a field or just adding it into a chatbot script. It actually records that in that lead for that person as a particular variable. And then the next time, either inside that same chat chain or the next time they go into any chat script on your site, you can automatically insert their name for them. So let's say they go to your pricing page and you say, hey, I want some more information on pricing. You say, great, what's your name? And they say, John. And then they exit they don't give any other information, don't give their email, they don't go anywhere else in the chat bot, and they leave your website and all you have is John. That's all good, because the next time they come back to your website, and let's say you have a chat bot on your main page, and you have that dynamic field in there, it'll say, hey, welcome back, John. Anything I can help you with today? So it'll dynamically record that smart into a variable for that particular lead and be able to use that in a later chat. So very, very useful system. It kind of learns and adds into that CRM package or that lead information for everybody that comes to your site. So after you go into the next phase there after you pick the template, and you can, this is kind of an expanded view after of how you would add in those various fields. It has a visible drag and drop editor, world-class drag and drop editor, I might add, because a lot of these other ones have that, and it kind of has a visual editor, but it just kind of shows you visually after you manually add stuff. This is literally drag, drop, click, and is pretty, I would say drop dead gorgeous is what I would call it. And it's almost embarrassing how easy it is. Once you get in there, I'll show you the tool of how easy it is to do that. It's simple. So you drag and drop a question onto the field. You edit the questions or answers, and then you literally just drag and drop the connections, kind of like PowerPoint would, with arrows and stuff connecting two elements. And I can't wait to show you that later in the live walkthroughs, because, again, it's just embarrassing how easy it is, and it's amazing. So after you do that with those fields, you can add all sorts of different things. It not only just has multiple choice and name and email, the common things, it's got other cool items as well. So you can add tags into the field at any point. So kind of like lead or lead tags for the CRM. Anywhere in the chain, you can actually say, hey, if they get to this particular point in the chain, I'm gonna add the lead tag to them because I think they're qualified. They've already given me their email address, and I'm gonna tag them as a lead. Yeah, maybe in another area you can tag them as you could do gender if you wanted, if you asked a question, or I'm just trying to throw some other, basically anything you want to tag them, you can just add tags in a particular point in the chain, and you can use that to siphon out different leads at a later point to be able to target them with your email marketing or with a particular chat bot. And help out. So Jenny, welcome back. You can watch the replay if you missed anything. Also, it has the Google Analytics, so you can fire Google Analytics events at any point in the trail there. So if they get to a certain point, you can actually chart that and use a Google Analytics tracking to kind of see how you're doing through your funnel. It can also actually be like chatbot funnels to see how efficiently your chatbots are doing as well. But that's very useful if you use Google Analytics. Besides that, you also have control. You have a lot of bots and pop-ups or scripts. A lot of them are either on or off, right? You either have the script loaded on your site and it pops up, or you don't. So continually actually lets you control with specificity where your bot appears and how. So say you can say welcome to a new guest, or you can say thank you for coming back to return visitors, or you can thank them for clicking on your Facebook link if they came from Facebook. Or if you want to welcome your heavy hitting affiliate forwards from them, you can thank your affiliate members by name if they come from that page. So you get the idea. You can add as many different things as you want based on the time of day, what phone type they came from, what URL, what email, yada yada yada. You get it. But it doesn't only allows you to customize those rules per website. It also allows you to do conditional logic and base your actual chatbot based on the particular lead individually. So if you can create basically different flows on the visitors based on the conditions inside of the chat as well. So it can be simple as a yes/no branch. Like if they say yes, you say one thing. If they say no, you do another. But it can be a lot more than that. You can show specific bots or questions based on the day, based on a promotional sales date that you add in there. Maybe if a specific promotional link was clicked from another page on your site or somebody else's site. Maybe the length of time since they visited your site. So, maybe they haven't been to your site in a month. So if they haven't been on your site in 1 month, you offer them up a 30% discount once they enter the chat, and everybody else doesn't get the discount. So the possibilities again for that one are almost endless on that one. And it kind of stacks on the flexibility of not only having it different on the page, but also per lead. And all that customization is great. It'd be lost if you only had one chat bot. And a lot of these chat bots only have one chat, right? You make the chat, it gives you a script. That's your chat bot, and you load it onto your site. Or maybe you get a couple, but continually actually has offers up, and you guessed it, unlimited chatbots for your page. So you can obviously do more with multiple chatbots, right? You can speak to each customer, like an individual, by building as many bots as your imagination will allow. You can have a different bot on every single page of your directory that's focused on the page content for that particular page, and don't have to worry about getting a new account or changing software or anything like that. It's just all in the same one, unlimited chatbots with continually. And so, why is that important? It's because you can focus each bot on a specific page and purpose. So you can try adding bots to different customers or points in their buying journey. So maybe a welcome bot for new visitors, where I talked about that, a pricing bot on your pricing page, maybe add a new one on each key landing page. And you can gradually add bots in there, right? You make a new one this week, add it to this page, and then you just come back and add a new one to the next website later. So you can do those subscription models, as we said before, as well. So again, the sky's the limit on those, and you can add them over time. But as we hinted earlier, it's more than a chat bot as well. And so a lot of those chat bots are literally just that. They're just a chat bot, or they're just live chat, right? And they don't have the chat bot capabilities, but Continually has the best of both worlds. And so it allows you to do one, either or both, and adapting your needs based on the solution set for that particular page or that particular user every single time. So maybe you just want to initially engage your visitors with the bot, and then maybe you want to jump in on the chat once they've been qualified as a lead before you chat. Like, you don't want to you have so many people coming to your website, you don't have time to chat with everybody, but maybe maybe you want to chat with them when they get to a certain point in the bot chain. So what the Continually can actually do is when they get to a certain part in the chat, it'll actually ping you either on your phone, your Slack channel, or your app, or your desktop, and say somebody just reached the qualifying point in the chat. And then you can actually live jump into the chat, start chatting with somebody. As soon as they get that, everybody else, you don't get notified. Don't go along with your day. Because nobody got to that point where you actually want to take your time to chat with them. And then maybe you let the bot handle, the easy stuff while you focus on everything else. And then, or if they have a specific question, they click a specific hot topic button where they need help immediately, or they want to get a hold of you in the chat bot, then you can immediately start taking over the chat at that point. So very, very flexible on that as well. But not only that, maybe you don't want live chat on all the pages or all the bots. So it also allows you per bot to decide whether you want the live chat to be embedded on that. So it allows you to only chat to the right visitors on that and engage, have the bot engage with everybody who you want to, and then allow that live chat with that send a message on only the ones that you want to target as allowing that live chat. Or again, like we already talked about, you can add a inside that trail of bot messages, you can provide a direct link to you at any point in the chain, even if you don't allow it originally at the bottom of the chat bot. And so let's go over how that availability is basically controlled and what it looks like for you live on the chat site. So on the main dashboard, you can control your availability, see other active visitors on your site and see where they're at. And then you can jump into a proactive chat at any time. You can see the historical lead contact information on them and basically examine and add to previous conversations. So you get all the conversations from a previous thing on there, so you can kind of jump in and add at a later point, and you can kind of see all the pages that they visited. And I'll go over this live as well, and you guys can ask questions later. But your chat inbox basically gives you any details of any open or past conversation that you've had with them and allows you to get that. Jenny asked if this is going to be on the website. It is going to be on directorytoolkit.com. Just search for webinars on there. It's on the main page, and it'll be replayed on there. I'll also post it to the BD direct or the Facebook groups as well. So that's what it looks like. Again, you can do that from live, obviously, or you can pick it up off your Slack channel. It'll also email you, or you can do it in app. Here's just a little bit more zoned in example one off my site that I can show you guys live later. But you see it's very rich lead profiles. It creates a lead profile page for every person who gets in touch with you on the website. It stores all those conversations, and any lead information captured automatically pulls in personal information like social media accounts. So if it has that email or some other stuff on there, it'll automatically pull in what it can find. You notice on mine, because I got the email address, it automatically pulled my logo and my hudsonville.com site and my name off from social media because I added that in there. And then you can see down the bottom right there, activity timeline. It has the full by pages visited and time and date on when they browsed around your site, and you kind of see where they're at live or what pages they visited previously, referral URL, their IP address, all their contact information, as well as any previous appointments you see on there as well. So a myriad of stuff there, and I can show it to you live, and there's just so much stuff there I can't really even talk about it, but it provides all that data for your customers. So when they return, you can see on there too, there's one live chat that I was live on there, and then one previous conversation up at the top that's already been closed out, but I can go back in there and kind of respond to any previous conversations that we've had on my website. The chat system is also set up to get those custom leads into your system for later use. So again, it's a smart bot. So if they add that stuff in there, it pulls it in the database, but you can also do it live on the chat. So again, it's just not sitting in the thing. Like when you say a normal chat, be like, what's your name? And they say John, and they type in John, it's just sitting in the chat transcript. But again, you can push via commands in the chat and just say /email. It will add that dynamic field into the thing, asking them for their email. And then when they answer it, it goes into the database. So you don't have to do anything manually. It just automatically adds that to their lead contact information and captures that for later use. So we talked about this a little bit before, but it also does bookings. So continually integrates with your Google Calendar or Office 365 calendar. So it seamlessly allows you to fit that into your schedule. So not only can you send that request in the bot, but it also can be integrated right into the chat. And so there's basically 3 steps to do that in the bot. You basically connect your calendar with Continually and set your availability in there, and then add that appointment object to your bot, and then offer them with qualified leads somewhere in there to say, hey, schedule an appointment, and insert that anywhere in the chat stream. And then the client chooses a time, and then the meetings appear magically on your calendar without you doing anything. So it's totally integrated with Google and your Office 365. And so these are just some examples of what it does. It sends the email for you, and it says, hey, our appointment's confirmed. So it kind of does all the email integration. It also sends them a Google Meet meeting that's automatically set up, ready to go at that particular time. And then you just have to click the Google Meet and open up to talk. I use Book Like a Boss. I know John does. You can also just link them directly to other meeting pages as well if they select that meeting option and go to your booking page to use whatever particular system you want as well. So it's very, very flexible in that regard. I also talked about the other options to be able to get and interact with your chat bot. So you're not relegated to the desktop view. You can use they have mobile apps for iOS and for Android that you can use to never miss a lead from your website. And you can also get notifications via email. So if you have chat not available and they just say, I want a response, you'll get notified via email that somebody's waiting for your response, and you can go straight to that. And then it can also do a Slack notification and push it straight to there, so you can get notified or respond back straight from Slack as well, instead of using the chat. So that's very useful as well. Depending on what channel you want to use, you can use all of them. And then not only are most chatbots normally only one and done for customizations, they're also usually limited to one domain, right? Or you buy it for a particular business and domain, and then it's stovepiped. Or if you can add multiple domains, they're each a separate account or a sub-account, and they're kind of stovepiped within their own domain. And so Continually lets you use that script across multiple domains. And we're talking unlimited additional domains. So if you have 25 directories or 25 different websites, you can add the same script on 25 different websites, and all those leads and all those bots can go on any domain name that you add that script. So it's not restricted by domain at all. So that is very handy as well compared to most chatbots. And so the other thing in doing that is it's installed with one line of code and one script only. So again, most other chatbots are you get a script per chatbot, or when you edit it for that domain, you get a separate chat script. Continually uses one chatbot script, and then it goes back and pings their server based on the settings, the web page, the lead cookie, whoever that is, and it pings in, and then it sends the appropriate chatbot to that person or that website. So one script in your header for your BD site, and you never have to touch it again. All you have to do is change the bots on the Continually website, and they automatically appear on the right site on or page on your BD site. So one code in the header, that's it. The other cool thing is that it's not just it doesn't just pop up in the corner. You can also launch it from any link. And so what it gives you is a class, a Continually class that's in that script. And so if you add that class to any link on your website, picture, a button, a text link, you can automatically call the appropriate chatbot for that page with that link from anything on your site. So very flexible. I don't think I've seen any other one that does that. And the other thing it can do is it can have multiple chatbots on one page. Most of them, you add the script in, and that's the chatbot for that page. It pops up, that's it. continually, again, because you can do it to any link and you can add in different data attributes. You can actually have unlimited chat bots on every page, depending on what they click or what they do on a site. It'll open up the appropriate chat bot at the appropriate time. So very, very flexible. And then again, as with most of them, you have multiple views. You can do a button, image. You can even add a video in there, long text, whatever you want to show on that button pop up to start the chat. You name it. You can probably do it on the continually setup. So not only, take it past the one-time chat experience, again, it also connects your bots to the rest of your tools. So namely the email marketing, right? And so here's just a couple examples that it will do. But so not only can it help you do support, but it also can serve as a lead management tool to get your message to your site visitors. And you can kind of hook it up to any one of these services that you want. We've already talked about a couple of these today, but whatever that service you use, it probably connects to it. And as you notice, it has Zapier integration as well. So even if it's not on the list, you can probably get to it through Zapier. A great way to obviously show your email list is with professional lead magnets, ebooks or freebies. And we've talked about this in a previous webinar, but lead magnets are a great way to have people hand over their email address. And we talked about that, like I said, in a previous webinar. But the team at Beacon and that feature that we advertise and have available on Directory Toolkit as well, Beacon, they've built actually an amazing content creation platform that lets you start and embed those blog articles or make an ebook with a beautiful lead magnet in a couple of minutes. And actually we did another webinar where I actually made one of these in about 10 minutes. So I encourage you again to go watch that webinar or watch that pared down Beacon introduction that we did. I kind of pared it down to about 15 minutes on Directory Toolkit there. So if you just want to watch the Beacon part, that's a good watch for about 15 minutes, but I'll show you actually how to do that. But those chat bots can get leads as well, or you can actually add this on the form. So one of the cool things about this, and I'm going to actually show you as a live demo as well, they have an integration with Continually, so you can actually embed the chatbot right into the ebook on the ebook page. It's called a Smart PDF. You basically create your chatbot and Continually paste the embed code in the Smart PDF settings inside of Beacon. It'll actually load whatever chat bot you want inside of that lead magnet. So kind of a very unique and pretty awesome experience there. If you use Beacon or have that system, make an ebook and lead magnet, and then you can actually interact and get additional information or have them do multiple calls to action with a chatbot right inside of the ebook. And then just another way, if that wasn't enough, to get your chatbot is they also get landing pages. So every single bot in Continually gets its own landing page, and you can customize that to whatever you want as well. So let's say you don't have it, want to put on your directory or the website, or you just want to have it separate. You can actually get a custom web page through Continually and add that bot on that particular landing page and do whatever you want on there as well. So one landing page per bot. So I'll get to the live demo here in a second. I know everybody's asking about the pricing, so I'll go into that next. So here's the normal pricing for that Continually. It's about $45 a month for regular pricing. They cap it at about 50,000 page views or bot, I guess, loads every single month. And there you see all the different features on there. So we have some exclusive pricing for you at Directory Toolkit. For even less money, for $30 a month, you're actually going to get unlimited page views. So if you get it from us, $30 a month, unlimited page views. Again, so it's unlimited chatbots, unlimited web page, and now unlimited page views for your chatbots. So pretty much unlimited everything. We do have a few less users than they do for their pricing. But again, if it's just you and or somebody that's doing your support, you'll get 2 users. That should be enough for everybody. But in exchange for that, you get unlimited page views. I think that more than makes up for that. And so just for everybody today on the webinar, again, if you exclusive pricing, but a one-time deal here, if you use the coupon code chat-10 in the checkout today, you're going to get 33% discount for life. So that equates to about $20 a month for life. If you want to avail yourself of that chatbot. So there's only 2 codes available for that available. So if you get there and that is not working for the code, that means 2 people already beat you to the punch on that one, but it is available for everybody watching the replay or anybody on here today. for the first 2 people. Chat 10, $20 a month for 33% off. Obviously, $30 a month is still a good deal. A lot better than even the normal pricing if you want to do that later. So here's the link if you guys want to get to that. I'm going to do the live demo here as we discuss it, and I'll answer questions as I do the live demo. So that's the end of the presentation. If anybody has any questions, fire them out, and then I'm going to do a live demo and browse around as you guys do that. And I'm actually going to make a live chat bot while we have the discussion. We can talk anything chat bot, just generically as well. It doesn't have to be about this solution. Again, you may want to use a different solution on this, but I'm going to demo this one as we go. So any questions out there from anybody?
Nope.
Okay. So, Ryan, did you say it's available for 33% off for 2 people, and then for the recording, it's not going to be the 33% off? Or it will be?
No, it will be. So first two to grab it. So if nobody on the live thing grabs it today, if you're watching the replay, go there and try the code. If it is, you may still be able to get it. So, yep. So let me, so I'm just going to walk through the couple of screens I already kind of showed you here, just kind of show you how feature rich is here. I'm just going to show you a couple things, and I'll make one live with you guys. So here's just a demo again, just to kind of show you how much information's here on the lead stuff. So this is for everybody coming to your website, has their name and icon. If they pulled off social media, has all their about information. Any custom variables you make in the system will be added in here and stored. Any tags that either you manually add or get added. So this one got added for that chat bot. I got to a certain point because I gave my email. It tagged me with a lead. Has all their company details, a personal note section where you can save notes for that particular person. Has all the past conversations that we've had with that that customer. Also, whether that's open or they're on the webpage. See, I'm on the webpage now, so it's saying live chat because I can go ahead and chat or push it to them because they're on my webpage. And so you can go back in here and answer questions. If you have something open, you can go back and reply to them at a later point. It has any appointments that they've made. So I booked an appointment on here through Google, and it shows when that was booked or when it is, if it's upcoming. It has the lead source, referral URL, so you can kind of see who suggested them or where they came from. And then this is pretty cool. It has their entire activity timeline on your website and when they last visited. So you can just keep scrolling down. It keeps adding any new activity to the top. And so you can kind of see when they've last visited your website or the one before that, and you can kind of go see where they visited, and then it can see live exactly where they're at. Also, if they're an annoying person that keeps coming in for some reason, you can also block the user or block that IP as well. So any questions on that from anybody? So probably the most feature-rich lead thing I've seen from, it's not built for a CRM piece, but it's almost better than any CRM package that's built for that, to be honest. And it's built right into the chat, and you can just see all their information right away. Obviously, you have live chat. So if somebody's on your site, you can go ahead and do the live chat there. Oops, let me log back in. You can see all the active chats of who's on your site and chat from there. And then for the bots, again, this is just the opening page where you can kind of see all of your bots, see all the restrictions on there. Here's one for the Hudsonville. So if you go to a page on there, you can kind of see you can add images and have long text on the pop-up, do whatever you want. Do targeting per page. I have this set up for 2 specific pages on my website, and it's live. You can turn them on and off just by clicking the offline draft and live button there. It's that easy. And then you can duplicate ones you already have, just one click duplicate. And boom, it's got an exact copy of that you can start editing right away. So very easy to maneuver those, and you can kind of move those around on your order of precedence as well on your site.
Sorry, it's hard to jump in on you.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
So if you're on a page and you've got the bot running, like your bot back there saying, "Hi, I'm here to help you get a free listing on Directory Toolkit."
Yep.
Okay, so if you direct them to another page, will that bot follow
Yes.
Okay.
So it's basically a conversation based chat. So I think you opened it up before. Like if there's a bot on that page, when you open up any bot on that page, it'll have your previous conversations inside that bot because it knows who you are,
Right,
and so it'll actually have your
You
conversation.
understand what I mean? If I'm on your home page and I'm interacting with your bot, and then I go to another page on your site, will the bot stay with the move?
Oh, I'm not sure of that. I see what you're saying. You mean it will open up in the exact same spot?
Right.
That I don't know.
Because if you're going to tell people, how to do this, how to do that, generally they're not going to do that strictly from the page that they're on.
Right.
I'd look into that.
Well, it can. So I mean,
You could
just without knowing, I know it can because what you can do is you can preface what bot gets pulled based on what page it came from, or the other bot, I guess. So if you came from another page on there, you could then just start the follow-on sequence of that bot based on the link that they just previously clicked or the page they were on. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So let me just make so let's say you want to create another bot. I just want to show you the template here as an example. These are the examples I just kind of showed you. Let's say you want to do the basic lead capture. You can click preview. It'll automatically say, kind of show you what that looks like live there. And then you can go ahead and start using that template. I've already got one set up here, which I cloned. I haven't done anything to this bot other than add it to one page. That's the only thing I did. I just want to show you what that would look like. So this is the qualifying questions template. And let's just go ahead and go to the edit on this one. And I'm just going to show you what it looks like. This is straight away exactly what it comes up with right off from your initial bot. And so if you guys want to shout out anything that you want to see on here, I can do stuff live for you. We'll fix that later. So what you can do on here is again, drag and drop anything you want. This is kind of how it's set up. It says, hi, I'm, my name. How can I help you today? It has these 3 default options. And then it just has, if you click those particular options, it goes to a new chain on here. So all you have to do is to edit these is you literally just click on any particular thing and it says, hi, I'm blank. Thanks for checking out blank. Company name. I can help you with whatever you want. So again, you just change whatever you want on there. You can set a delay for all these, so you can kind of set a delay so it kind of does the little typey thing, and then shows up after 6 seconds to give them time to read that particular item, and then you can just go ahead and hit save on that, and you just do that for all these options. Let's say this one has the options in there for the selection. Again, you just click there on the edit, and then you can just add another answer. All you do is click that. You can drag and drop the answer where it's at. Let's say I'm just browsing. Let's say this option, you want it to say, how can I sign up, right? So that's an option. You can skip certain questions. Like if they're like, I don't really want to answer that question, you can have them skip it and go to new spots. Again, delay. And then this is the save as a variable. Let's say you want to save that particular answer as a variable. You can create those custom variables and save whatever their answer is as that variable that we kind of detailed before, but I don't want to do that. I'll add that one. How can I sign up? And we'll hit save. So I'm going to demo the drag and drop features of this, how easy that is. Let's say, how can I sign up? Let's say we just want to tell them how to sign up. All you do is drag and drop this message type on there. And then it starts out with that hi, I'm whatever. That's just default. Let's say you're answering the question, how do I sign up? You can just say, go to the sign up page. And then hit save. That's your answer. You can add GIFs. So you can do little emoji GIFs, all sorts of stuff onto there, what you want. And now, again, this is what is going to that. So you literally just drag and drop that to that location. Sorry, I just drag it over that. Now that link, that is going to that sign up page. And now I want to actually give them a link to the sign up page. So now I need to add a link to the content. And again, we'll just pretend like I go in here and change that address for my website. And now I just say, go to the sign up page. I'm going to drag that over there. That's the next thing. And let's say I want them to have a delay, like after 2 seconds, then it loads that next piece of content. And so now you can refresh the preview here and just kind of walk through exactly, what you would normally see as you're doing those live changes. You see the delay, that 6 seconds as I'm reading that, how can I help you today? And then it says, how can I sign up? And then it says, go to the sign up page, delay, and now it's showing that link to my page. And then they would click on that to go sign up. So hopefully you guys can see how easy that is. And then you can just, let's say after that, you want them to go back to that because they've answered that and you want to see what else they can do. You can just drag that and say, I want you to go back to the top of that after we're done. And then refresh. So now after you're done with that element, actually, I think I drug something on there. I put that over top of something else there. So you can just kind of drop those around, but now you can see after that one, it's going to go back to the top of there. So you can shrink this down as much as you want. And again, as you start adding stuff, all you have to do is drag it to new areas. Just kind of differentiate those, but you can kind of walk those around the thing. But it's literally a simple drag and drop, link it to next pieces. Let's say I added something after that, and maybe I want to have them call me. So I'll add that in there. And instead I want that one to go here first. And now it says end, but now after that one, I want that to go back to here. And so there you go. Any questions on the drag and drop? Pretty easy. It's about the easiest one I've ever seen where you can kind of maneuver it around and it just does the flow exactly like you do through the things. Some of the other cool things you can do on here, it has, you can upload files. So you could actually, if you didn't want them to do their entire profile for for your membership and you just want to do it for them, you could actually have them fill out their entire listing profile for your directory on here to say, upload your logo. Okay, thank you. What's your company name? What are your hours of service? And just have them fill it in. You could load it to a variable. Inside of that thing gets saved, and then you can actually export all of that data into an Excel file and probably upload it into your BD database just by them filling out a form. So very, very versatile system. It has GDPR in there where you can add that in there. There's that conditional logic I talked to you about before. Actually has Google Sheets in there, so you can drag that on there, and at any particular point, whatever variables they've added in there, you can export it to a Google Sheet. So as soon as they're done adding their data, it just automatically imports that to your Google Sheet and is ready for you to use if you're into Google Sheets. And then this one's pretty neat. The team notification. Let's say you get add a team notification in there. Let's say they get to a certain point and they got to the hey, we want you to go to the sign up page. You can just basically add that into the chain, and at that particular point in that chain, the team is going to get notified of that. So let's say at this point, I want me to be notified that somebody, signed or went to the sign up page, and I'm going to jump in live and try to get them to add their phone number or something. So you can get a custom notification to you or a member of your team at that particular point in the thing, and you'll just get notified of that via trigger pop up, a Slack again, or an email notification.